Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot Huge Adventure No Damage Run. And today we're going after the final boss of the game, who apparently lost his qualifications as a doctor and now simply refers to himself as Neo Cortex. How unfortunate. So, this being the final boss of the game, you would expect a pretty big challenge here, but nope, we're actually just going to be... This is actually going to be a very easy fight, in my opinion, the easiest final boss in the entire series. Cortex will aim his planetary minimizer at you to try and shrink down Crash, but let's instead trick him to shooting these colored gems, which, how does he have these? I thought we collected them all. But anyway, his laser fire is very easy to avoid using your double jump. He'll sweep across the room a couple of times and then try and aim at Crash. That's your move to get in front of one of these gems, and wait for him to shoot it. His movements get a little more erratic the further on we go, but it's nothing too bad. He'll try and aim at you one more time, just stand in front of the last gem, and be ready to move out of the way a little faster because the aimer takes less time the further on we go. And with that, Cortex is beaten, and now we have the last superpower of the game. The Turbo Run. Hold L for a burst of speed. Yeah, basically the Crash Dash from the other games. You fool! It will take me forever to fix this mess! Oh, boo-hoo. And then Crash flees the space station in style. Super! You got all the crystals. Let's hope there's enough power in these to reverse Cortex's dirty work. And sure enough, the Earth is restored. Crash returns home. But that's not the end. Crash, you've done well, but Cortex still is a threat to us, as his space station and planetary minimizer have not been destroyed. You must go back and retrieve the gems and relics from each location. So, yeah, that's our cue to go back and get all of the gems and the relics. We're not going to go through the credits just yet because, well, we're not done here. That was Neo Cortex, and yeah, at this point in the game, we need to go back, collect all the gems and all of the relics, but there's a little asterisk on that. This time around, the game is not satisfied with simply the Sapphire relics this time. No, this time you need to have at least gold level relics. That kind of took me by surprise the first time I played this, but we know to take care of that now. So, at this point, all we really have left to show are we have the 4 colored gems, so we have 4 levels that we need to revisit and go take care of those alternate paths and get those gems. So that's going to be next on the agenda, and then we're going to return to Cortex once we have everything collected for the real final showdown. But we're not going to spoil that just yet. As for this boss, yeah, it was a cakewalk. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is the easiest boss of the entire series, in my opinion. Despite that, I do have one outtake to share, so we'll have a quick look at that. And I shall see you next time as we move on to the first of the revisit levels. See you then! So, being a final boss, you would expect this to be a bit... You would expect to remember where the jump button is.